never meet your heroes. This old proverb simply tells us that admiring an idealized figure from afar is typically better than interacting with them in person, because for the most part, the encounter turns out to be a massive letdown. Whether it was actual obnoxious behavior or a reaction to a bad day, rudeness stains a person's image. Unfortunately, it is magnified for celebrities, as it is the nature of their chosen profession. 1. J-Lo. She stuck her chewed gum in my hand and laughed as I led her through the shooting gallery at the VMAs. 2. Julia Roberts. I was standing behind her in a convenience store. The cashier was a new employee and was struggling. Julia Roberts began belittling the poor girl. I've never been impressed with actors. They're just overrated and overpaid court jesters.
Subscribe or regret it. Drama drops daily.
3. I went to grammar in high school with Nicolas Cage, but he was Nicholas Coppola back then. We both worked on High School Musicals, me behind the scenes, him in front, but I think we had a scene together in our town when I decided to act for a minute. But we played at each other's houses and everything. It's not like he was just in my class. We were friends. Fast forward about 10 years. I was a line cook at a fancy restaurant in San Francisco, and he came in with some people. I came out to say hello. "Hey, Nick," I said. He was so rude and acted like he couldn't even be bothered to look up and say hello. I was like, "Whatever, dude. I don't want anything from you just to be treated like a person." Scarlett Johansson. I was used to work at Theost Famous Hotel in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I served her once. I was just doing my job. She didn't even look at me once while I was serving afternoon tea. 2 hours session. Not even a thank you. But the worst was she made fun of the manager. Big time, big rude, ugly time. Nobody was asking for photos or anything. We were just working, doing our best as we always did. Having a bad day or not, tired or not, you just say thank you when someone serves you. 5. I gave Mila Kunis a facial once, and she was a total B from the moment I called her name in my room. I acted like I had no idea who she was and didn't make a point to make her feel special. I just matched her energy. This was before Black Swan even came out. 6. Jim Jarmusch and Adam Driver are two of the nastiest people I have ever met, and this was inside the venue of their premiere for Patterson. I told Jarmusch what a big fan I was and how much his films has inspired me to become an actor, and he was very belittling and acted like he was a god. Adam Driver is just the same. People keep pointing to Driver's anxiety as an excuse, but it ain't it. I was with Driver one-on-one and he's just an A's. Fame has gotten to his head and he thinks he's too good. 7. Celebrity in a pink dress sits in a studio with awards visible in the background. Paris Hilton. I was working as a stylist assistant on a shoot with her and held my hand out so she could give me the garment she was wearing. She literally dropped it next to my outstretched hand on the floor. 8. About 30 years ago, when Alec Baldwin was just starting out in his career, I think he had just finished filming The Hunt for Red October. I was working out at the Mirage Hotel gym. I recognized him when he walked in. He and I were the only ones in there. I was on a stationary bike and completely ignored him. He walked over to an attendant and asked her to tell me to leave. I said, "No way, I'm a guest here. I have every right to stay," so he proceeded to give me dirty looks the entire time. Rude. 9. Will.i.am. I was hired to make social content for BBC's The Voice. The dude wouldn't even look me in the eye and refused to work with me, having a meltdown in front of his team because he wanted to make vids with a hot girl. He ended up just turning to my camera and said, "That's Hugh Samuel, you're watching The Voice," before walking off. In comparison, Sir Tom Jones shook my hand and was up for being silly and danced with me. He was amazing. 10. Emma Roberts and her sister expected to be treated like royalty in a store I worked in at the time. They were also annoyed that I didn't care who they were, lol.